next graph, that is, so you see here, so in that case, in our cost of production, we decide the MC, ATC and ABC, and also there is one that is called the AFC, average fixed cost. So which curve satisfy this condition? Price increase, quantity increase, or supply curve is upward sloping, right? So if you see the MC, marginal cost, you see it is increasing. If the cost increasing, quantity also increasing, right? So it means it can be used as a proxy for supply curve, right? So from where here we can just say that MC basically, if we say that this is a price, this is a quantity, if price high, quantity is also high, so it means the marginal cost curve serve as a proxy for supply curve. Now here, if you see that the graph mentions some part of marginal cost, so it means some part of marginal cost, it is called supply, not the all part. Here this part is not supply. Why? Because if the price is below the average total cost, no supplier want to produce, no quantity, right? No quantity, right? Similarly here, if the price is less than the average total cost, no one want to produce, right? Only if the price is above the average total cost, the supplier want to supply goods. If price increase, quantity increase. So it means that part of, or that section of MC curve that lies above the, or starts at the ATC and above the ATC, we say that it fulfills the characteristics of supply curve, and it is called the supply curve. So because the firm's marginal cost curve determines the quantity of goods that the firm is willing to supply at any price, the marginal cost curve is also a competitive firm's supply curve. So we already explained in our previous slide, because here in the cost curves only MC could be the proxy of supply curve. So MC, the characteristics of MC, replicates the characteristics of supply curve. So if you understand this concept, then answer this question, pause the video. If your answer is true, then you really digest this concept. And now let's move towards understanding the decisions of firm in short run and long run. First we talk about the short run. So up till now we have just discussed that how much the competitive firm produce to find out the maximum profit. So there are certain circumstances the firm will choose to shut down, not to produce anything. So what we are trying to do next, we are basing our analysis of this profit analysis and production decision analysis based on long run and short run. So first of all, shutdown. So shutdown is a short run strategy or short run decision not to produce anything during a specific period of time because of current market conditions. So remember, shutdown is a short run strategy in which you close down your factory temporarily according to the current market situation. Whereas the exit, it's a long run decision in which you permanently leave the market and you decide that okay, this business is not lucrative for us, and we are permanently deciding to close down our factory for good. Okay, let's shed some light on short run. Let's talk about that. So short run, the firm in a short run goes for shutdown if the price is less than average variable cost here, or if total revenue is less than its variable cost. We already know that there are two things: total revenue and total cost. But we close down temporarily because our revenue is not even covering our variable cost. It means by opening the factory we are heading to our loss, because we have to pay salaries, we have to pay for raw material. Even the sale price is not even covering our variable cost. So what we produce, actually we are increasing our loss. So this condition is derived from this formula. We know that P into Q is our cost, and here, and sorry, this one is like this. And if we think about the average, so average revenue less than average variable cost, and we know that in competitive form AR is equal to P, right? So there are two conditions, which is the same one. If your total revenue is not covering your variable cost, then you are allowed, or you decide to shut down temporarily until the market condition improves and our price greater than the average variable cost. Or if you see that the market price is even less than our average variable cost, we have the cost data sheet, and you look at the market price and your average variable cost, then you immediately announce that we are shutting down our factory for 30 days or for 3 months or for 4 months, right, until further notice, and then you will start producing. But remember, if the price is less than average total cost but price greater than average variable cost, what is this decision? Is this decision is a short run or shutdown? Answer is no, because in order to operate our factory, the price must be greater than average variable cost for short run, right? If the price is decreased from average variable cost, then we decide, okay, we have to shut down our factory, because by opening our factory we are increasing our loss. So here we go. So if the firm want to produce, it will produce at why? Because this is a profit maximizing condition. So if the price is even less than the average variable cost, it means the firm is better off stopping production altogether. The firm will still losing money. How? Because to have to pay rent, fixed salaries of like supervisor or head offices. But if firms stay open, then it has to again bear this average variable cost loss as well. Okay, so firm can reopen in the future if price exceeds average variable cost. So if this is the condition, then we don't go for shutdown. Okay, so here we go. This is our marginal cost ATC, and we have variable cost. So now regarding the supply curve in this short run, because we know that firm will continue to produce at price is equal to average variable cost. If price increases at the average variable cost, then we stay open. Otherwise, if price decrease AVC, average variable cost, then we shut down our factory, close down our production. So it means in short run supply curve, that part also included as a supply curve. So in this case, in in short run, the supply curve is that portion of MC which is above the ABC, right? So it means from short run supply curve is that part. So this part below ABC, no firm will produce. So this part is not replicates or not cannot be used as supply curve. So only this part. So that is the difference between short run and long run, right? In short run, that part of MC that lies above the average variable cost, we call that, now some students they confuse only this part. No, all this part, okay, from here to here, all this part belongs to or can be replicated as supply curve, right? Because price is greater than ABC, so we still continue to produce in our short run, right? So let's move further. I have pasted a concept checker. I hope you can have a to the point answer, or you can choose the correct answer. Just pause the video, read it by yourself, and pick the correct answer. Okay, if your answer is D, then you are in good shape. If you don't understand this, please do write us in our WeChat group, or we can discuss in our Zoom live session. Now the concept of sunk cost. What do we mean by sunk? Which is already drowned, right? So the sunk costs are costs that have already been committed and cannot be recovered. Now that's a point, which cannot be recovered, right? It means you already pay for that, and that cost is gone, drowned. You cannot sunk, you cannot recover that one, right? So the firm cannot recover its fixed cost by temporarily stopping its production, right? Even if the firm stop its production in short run, which means we are talking about the case of shutdown, we still have to pay rent, right? So can we avoid rent? No, even the factory is open or factory is not open, we still have to pay rent. So this is called sunk cost. So fixed cost is normally we call that it is sunk cost because we cannot avoid that, right? So the firm decision regarding its sunk cost. The firm considers its sunk cost when deciding to exit, but ignores when deciding to shut down. So whether the firm going for shutdown or not, we still have to pay rent. It means sunk cost is not relevant in case of shutdown decision, or sunk cost is not relevant in short run decisions. Yeah, I have pasted a concept checker. Hope you can guess it right. The answer is D. Okay, let's move further.